Slam on the fast break. They've had a couple of fast breaks, and this time they're able to cash in on it with a big right hand by Amon Hawthorne. 6-0 now with 4 minutes remaining in the first. Gonzalez trying to set something up. Gets a screen. It gets rushed once again. Davion McNeil now has it. The sophomore probing over to Gabriel Timmons. Timmons guarded hard by Dallas Smith. Back to Lindenfelser. Lindenfelser behind the back. Tries to get a screen there. Over to Omari Gonzalez in the corner. He spins, gets it inside, tries to go off the glass, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Omari Gonzalez. Use that offhand to wrap around the defender, trying to get to the other side of the hoop, but they're going to call it there. Penn Hills takes over now. Hawthorne in the corner to Dallas Smith. Over to Robinson as they'll slow the pace a little bit now. Kiski staying in their man defense. Back over to Robinson, who waves off Amon Hawthorne. Give it to the inside, then back over to Dallas Smith for three. Shot no good, and they're going to call a foul on the shot on Gabriel Timmons, the sophomore, and Dallas Smith, the senior guard, is going to go to the line for 3 shots. Didn't get a ton of him there, did Gabriel Timmons, but got enough on the hand, and Smith did a good job to lean in a little bit, cause the contact, all that foul. Unable to cash in on the first, though, for Dallas Smith. Smith's second attempt, up and good. Pushing the lead to 7. 3:09 remaining here in the first. Smith's third attempt, harassed by the cheerleading section, is good. And it'll go to 8-0 now. Kiski still unable to get on the board here, as Penn Hills has done a really good job with some unexpected traps on the defensive side. Devin Lindenfelser now up top, spins, tries to get over to Omari Gonzalez, and they're going to call a foul there on Darian Robinson, reaching in on the pass attempt. His first, team first on the Indians. 2:56 remaining in the first. Lindenfelser will inbound to Omari Gonzalez. Gonzalez walks it over the half-court line. Guarded once again near the logo by Amon Hawthorne. They'll rush that screen once again, and they're going to call a travel on Omari Gonzalez as he was trying to get it into Tegan Shirley. Picked up a foot, and it looked like they finally maybe had figured out what to do against that rushing trap off of the screens, but it's a travel, and Penn Hills will take over. Another turnover here in this first quarter. Pass to the inside. Head fake off the glass, no good. Out to side. Throws up a shot. He'll get fouled, and he'll be going to the line for 2 more. Third trip to the line already for the Indians in this first quarter. The first trip to the line from Darian Robinson. The sophomore off the back iron and out. All 3 trips to the line from the Indians. They have missed their first free throw. 2:32 remaining here in the first. Robinson's second attempt, also no good. Lindenfelser gets the rebound, and Calix Clark trying to get a touch there and a quick turnover. They're going to call a foul on him. His second foul. And that second foul will send him to the bench. Checking in number 3, Cameron Glenn, for the Indians, along with number 0, Aiden Thompson. Omari Gonzalez walks it up across half court now. Going to his right, gets it over to Timmons, the sophomore, for 3, no good. Rebound fought for and got by the Indians. Amon Hawthorne bringing it up now. Dribble move, crossover, gets it to Smith in the corner. Smith for 3, and he's got it. Dallas Smith, 3-pointer from the corner, pushes the lead to double digits, 11-0 in favor of the Indians. Omari Gonzalez here, going wide around that trap. Back up to him at the top. looking for a shot possibly, then takes it in, off the glass, no good. Rebound by Glenn. Over to Smith in the opposite corner this time. Up to Glenn, to Hawthorne. Hawthorne will fire. He's no good off the left iron. They'll go over the back foul here from Tyrone Johnson on that rebound attempt. And Kiski will get possession. Checking in for the first time is Darius Bell for the Cavaliers. Amari Gonzalez over to Bell now. Couple of jab steps over to Davion McNeil. McNeil trying to get to the inside, gets it to Corrado Hutcherson-Harris, and he's blocked. A foul's going to be called now. Late call on number 22, Tyrone Johnson. And they will call it a shooting foul. Thought it would be more on the rebound, but Corrado Hutcherson-Harris goes to the line with 1:20 remaining with a chance to get Kiski area on the board for the first time tonight. First shot is good, and he will put them on the board. Felix Clark checks in here for Tyrone Johnson. Johnson also with his second foul on that one. Clark and Johnson both with 2 fouls here in the first quarter. Hutcherson-Harris, second one is off the left iron and out. Penn Hills with 1:15 remaining here, looking to build on this 11-1 lead. Hawthorne taking it, harassed by a couple of defenders. Pulls from 3 from the right wing, no good. Clark fights for the rebound, but it's gotten by Davion McNeil. Looking it up to Gabriel Timmons. Good job stealing that one by Aiden Thompson. Penn Hills takes back over. I'm on Hawthorne. Cross over to the right. Couple of defenders there, over to Dallas Smith. Then into the corner, inside to Felix Clark. Clark with a fader on the inside, no good. McNeil gets the rebound. The sophomore bringing it up. Over to Amari Gonzalez. 36 seconds remaining here in the first. Guarded by Cameron Glenn. Goes to his right, gets both feet up, and they're going to call a charge. Very good charge take there by Dallas Smith. Got his feet planted on the inside. Amari Gonzalez a little bit out of control. 30 seconds remaining in the first. 1-11 in favor of the visiting Penn Hills Indians. Clark will inbound. That happened on the very first possession. Penn Hills will also get possession after the quarter break. I'm on Hawthorne walking it up. Taking his time, 20 seconds remaining now in the first. Near midcourt. Couple of crossovers down to 15 seconds. Setting some up here, looking for the last shot. Dallas Smith has it, over to Clark. Clark back to Dallas Smith. 5 seconds now. Smith gets in the inside, throws it over. Darian Robinson shot up, no good. McNeil will get the rebound, and he'll throw it up, but not before the buzzer sounds. Throws it into the Kiski students section, and we will finish the first quarter with a score of 11-1 in favor of the Penn Hills Indians. They have come out hot, and Kiski has been to find the basket too much here. I'm Lucas Durazio for High Top Sports Network from Kiski Area High School. As Penn Hills came into this one 14-6 to Kiski Area's 10-9. And I like what Penn Hills is doing a lot on the defensive side. They're rushing a lot of screens, causing a lot of turnovers, a lot of panic from the Kiski area guards as they're coming off of screens. They're rushing them, forcing passes and a little bit too much dribble for the Cavaliers that they're not used to facing. Usually, head coach Corey Smith for Kiski is the one who is keeping the defensive pressure up, getting a little bit of a taste of their own medicine here in the first period. And I think that Coach Corey Smith probably telling the Cavaliers to take a deep breath and relax. Got to slow down the mental clock a little bit here. Stay calm, stay composed, and make smart plays. We'll see if they can do that here in the second quarter and draw a little bit closer as we get our second period started. Kiski will get possession here to start the quarter. Shirley over to Darius Bell. Darius Bell to Gabriel Timmons. McNeil has it on the left side now. McNeil trying to probe that defense. Over to Shirley. Shirley back out to Amari Gonzalez. Was looking for maybe a three there, but Calix Clark getting out defensively quickly there. Back over to Shirley. Got it inside to Darius Bell, and they're going to call Amari Gonzalez will inbound it here, setting up a baseline out of bounds play. Gabriel Timmons rushing to the corner. Gonzalez is going to end up just lobbing it up to Timmons across half court. Penn Hills wanted an over and back call there, but I don't think Timmons touched it. Now Gonzalez gets inside the paint, throws up a floater, gets the foul off the glass and in, and he's going to have a chance at a three-point play. A much-needed three-point play for the Kiski. Shot up and good. And he'll cut that lead to 7 now. Tonight, Jaden Noel checking in, the 5'7" senior for Penn Hills, and he's the one who brings it up. Into Clark. Back over to him. And tries to get it to the corner to Dallas Smith. He'll pull quickly, and he's got another one. His second three of the night, doing his work from that near side corner. Pushes that lead back out to double digits, 4-14. Penn Hills, the bench as well as the players on the floor, doing a little defense chant there. As Kiski trying to get it back on track here on the offensive side of the ball. Gonzalez pulls a deep three off the glass and in. Answers that three-pointer from Dallas Smith with one of his own. Taking it up quickly here and over to Calix Clark. He'll try to answer, and he will. Three-pointers coming fast and furious here as it's back to a 10-point lead for Penn Hills. They're going to call a foul there on Jaden Noel. Amari Gonzalez inbounding here once again, trying to set up a baseline inbounds play. And McNeil power dribble into the paint, tried to get a little baby hookup there, unable to do so, but got his own rebound. Shirley now, jump stop on the inside, up and in, and he's going to have a chance at 3 points the old-fashioned way. It would only be right for another three-pointer to be scored here. But Avon Shirley going to do it the traditional way. 6:06 remaining here in the second. Shirley's free throw is up, and he will cash in on the three-point attempt. And a timeout is called by the Kiski area head coach, Corey Smith. Full timeout here on High Top Sports Network. Back here on High Top Sports Network, getting ready to get action restarted here as the home Kiski area Cavaliers trail by 7 after the three-point play by Avon Shirley. Braylon Green bringing it up here for the Indians. First time we've seen him tonight. Green looking on the inside, gets it to Calix Clark. Back out to Green. Over to Amon Hawthorne. Hawthorne in, gets it to the corner. Power dribble up and gets fouled by Amari Gonzalez. That was Cameron Glenn, and he's going to the line. 5:45 remaining now in the second. Foul there on Amari Gonzalez, the senior. That's his third foul. And we're not even halfway through the second. Glenn will hit on his first. Push it back to an 8-point lead. As Amari Gonzalez is going to check out there after getting his third foul. Second attempt, no good for Cameron Glenn. Davion McNeil, the sophomore, bringing it up for a play call. Goes over to his left, gets it to Devin Lindenfelter. Lindenfelter pulls it out, tries to get to the inside, able to do so, but he's fouled. Didn't give himself an angle at the backboard there, but he's going to the line for two. Foul on Brain there for Penn Hills. DJ Lindenfelter, one of the Cavs' top two scorers, will get on the board for the first time tonight here with that free throw. Lindenfelter hits both of his attempts and puts it back to a 6-point lead for the Indians. Hawthorne looking for a shot at the free throw stripe. Over to Clark in the corner. He'll airball on a three-point attempt. Rebound was gotten, though. Thrown up now to Hawthorne. Back in the corner. Robinson gets it in to the inside, and they're going to call a travel there on Tyrone Johnson. A little bit of a frantic possession there as Calix Clark going to check out, as well as Tyrone Johnson. Aiden Thompson and Braylon Green going to check in. Darian Robinson also checking out for Penn Hills. Davion McNeil trying to run some offense here. Lindenfelter getting a screen, goes back up to McNeil. He'll look over at Coach Corey Smith for instruction. McNeil trying to make something happen, spins to the inside, gets through the paint. Oh, in and out from that baby hook, the teardrop shot from McNeil. Hawthorne pushing the other way with the left, hangs in the air, puts it up but no good. Rebound gotten by Avon Shirley. Lindenfelter pushing it up to Tegan Shirley. Back out to Avon Shirley. Gets to the inside, jump stops, throws it out top to Timmons. Timmons with a head fake, gets to the inside, gets it over to his man, but a good foul taken there. A charge, the second charge taken by the Indians. This time it's Cameron Glenn. Cameron Glenn, the senior guard, forward rather, with their of the night. To the inside to Amon Hawthorne, hangs in the air, and unable to get it to drop. Hawthorne got his own rebound through a lot of traffic. He's fouled as he tried to go up with it, and I think he's going to go to the line for two. Good looking play there from Penn Hills. Pass that hung in the air. Hawthorne tried to, a little alley-oop there and put it in. It hung on the left rim and fell out. And they're going to call the foul actually on the floor as Penn Hills gets some subs back in. Substitution for Kiski as well as Andrew Finney comes in. And Hawthorne with an inbound here. Throws it up top. Back to Hawthorne on the block. He was wide open, and it's an easy lay-in. Good look there from the Indians. Good looking play as Braylon Green found the senior Amon Hawthorne. Shirley over to Finney. Finney to the right side, dribble handoff to Shirley. Shirley trying to probe that defense, picks up his dribble, goes back to Finney, over to Lindenfelter. Lindenfelter looks from three, picks it up, gets into the paint and up and in, hangs in the air and knocks that one down. A much needed bucket from Devin Lindenfelter, his first points from the floor on the night. And a travel is called and a turnover from Penn Hills. Slowly chipping away are the Cavaliers, lead now to 6 with 3:18 remaining in the second. Lindenfelter will inbound to Davion McNeil. Corey Smith opting for his sophomore to be running the offense here. As McNeil gets into the paint, throws it up off the glass, gets his own rebound, at least tries to, but unable to do so. Amon Hawthorne bringing it up, pushes it up to Dallas Smith, looked from three but no, decides to pull it back. Amon Hawthorne now. They'll pull it out and set up a little bit of offense. To the corner here, driving baseline, gets it to the inside, and it's up and in there from Cameron Glenn. Penn Hills has done a great job penetrating and then looking to pass from inside the paint, and they do it there to push the lead back to 8. Lindenfelter over to McNeil. McNeil to the inside to Corrado Hutcherson-Harris. He had his defender, Glenn, sealed off, and he's got 2. Pushes it back to a 6-point difference. And now a travel from Braylon Green. Another big turnover caused by the Kiski defense. 2:21 remaining in the second. Angel Gonzalez, the junior, will check in for Avon Shirley as Lindenfelter inbounds to the sophomore McNeil, back over to Lindenfelter, who will walk it up over the half-court line. Lindenfelter to his right, back over to McNeil now. Back to Lindenfelter, looks from three. Head fakes, gets into the paint, throws one up, no good. Rebound there from Cameron Glenn. Glenn to Hawthorne. Hawthorne to the right side to Dallas Smith. Pass was a little too tough to handle, didn't give himself time to shoot. Hawthorne with a little head fake here. This time he'll throw it up from three, no good off the back iron. Corrado Hutcherson-Harris with the rebound, gets it over to Lindenfelter. 1:45 remaining here in the second. Lindenfelter pushing it up, and they're going to call a double dribble there on Lindenfelter. Got a little bit ahead of himself. A turnover that they did not need, as Clark and Tyrone Johnson will check back in for Penn Hills. Cameron Glenn coming out to take a seat. Penn Hills, a lot of substitutions here, getting fresh legs on any chance they can get. Amon Hawthorne over to Calix Clark. He'll pull from three, no good. Rebound by Johnson, throws it over to Smith in the corner. Smith gets that ball knocked loose, but Clark has it. Over to Johnson from mid-range, and Tyrone Johnson puts it in for 2. Tyrone Johnson's first points of the night, and Coach Corey Smith's going to call a timeout here with 1:21 remaining. 16-24 in favor of the visiting Penn Hills Indians right here on High Top Sports Network. Back here from Kiski Area High School. Having a little bit of an issue with our scoreboard, but it is 16-24 in favor of the visiting Penn Hills Indians. McNeil walking it up here. Stoppage as the music did not turn off here in the Kiski area gym. A little bit of an NBA atmosphere here with that music playing. Lindenfelter Spins, fades, no good. Hutcherson Harris with a big rebound, puts it up, no good as well. Rebound fought for, pulled down by Tyrone Johnson. Penn Hills looks to push in transition. Amon Hawthorne, a crossover. That's sent away by Corrado Hutcherson Harris. Saved it into Angel Gonzalez, but it goes off of his chest and out, and Penn Hills is going to keep possession. Great defensive play there from Corrado Hutcherson Harris, the 6'5 senior. But they're unable to keep possession as now Gonzalez will check out. Even Shirley back in for the Cavaliers. Another good defensive play by Corrado Hutcherson Harris as he tipped that pass away. The loose ball grabbed by Gabriel Timmons. And a foul going to be called on Darian Robinson on the loose ball, trying to get that. Jaden Noel checking in at the scorer's table for the Indians, along with Andrew Finney for the Cavaliers. Foul shot is made by Gabriel Timmons. The sophomore guard putting that one in, cuts the lead to 7. Second attempt, no good. Rebound by Clark. Gets it over to Hawthorne. Hawthorne will walk it up. 45 seconds remaining here in the second. Trying to set something up here, likely trying to get the last shot once again are the Indians. They did this before the end of the first quarter. 30 seconds remaining now. Hawthorne, a mid-court conversation with head coach Chris Giles. 22 seconds remaining now. Clock ticking down. Taking their sweet time are the Penn Hills Indians. They did this once again. They did this at the end of the first quarter, trying to get this last shot, get some momentum into halftime. Over in the corner to Noel. Noel has a wide open three, and he's got it. And that's the momentum they were looking for. Timmons will chuck up a three-quarters quarter. It won't get there. And Penn Hills will take a 10-point lead into the locker room thanks to Jaden Noel, the senior guard's three-pointer from the corner. Penn Hills came out hot, played around a little bit there in the second as Kiski did a good job trying to cut that lead, had it to 6 at one point, but no less than that. And a late push there from Penn Hills puts it back to a double-digit lead here before the half. You're watching High Top Sports Network right here from the Kiski Area High School. High Top Sports Network lead the home Kiski Cavaliers by a score of 20. The halftime entertainment. Penn Hills done a really good job knocking down shots, really worked for some open three-pointers. Jaden Noel hit a big one before that, put one in himself. Really been a three-point barrage in the first half. There's not too much you can do from a defensive standpoint if guys are just hitting shots. Things going on the offensive side of the ball. Amari Gonzalez and Devin Lindenfelter have been pretty quiet in the first half. Surely Coach Corey Smith will be looking to find a way to get them more involved in the second half and cut into this Penn Hills lead. A couple of soft